Welcome back, shadow dwellers, to Sundust Short Horror Stories, your quick hit of nighttime terror. I'm your host, and tonight's chilling listener tale is called The Hunter Becomes the Prey. Years ago, every November, my big family, about 20 of us, would head deep into the woods for 2 weeks of camping and deer hunting. We'd pile into one massive army surplus tent, big enough for everyone and all our gear. It was late November, peak deer season, and the forest was crawling with hunters. I was 16 and this was my first year allowed to hunt alone. We were already camped 5 miles off the nearest road, but full of teenage excitement, I trekked another 3 miles deeper in. By 8 a.m. I'd found a perfect spot, a huge old tree to lean against. The hike had worn me out, so I nodded off. I woke to a strange, loud whooping echoing through the trees. Not like any animal I'd heard before. I jumped up, scanning around, rifle ready, but the sound stopped. Shaking it off, I pushed farther, and soon I heard heavy, clumsy footsteps crashing through the brush, twigs snapping, leaves crunching, like a massive person barreling through without a care. No hunter moves like that. We're taught to be silent, ghost-like, to not spook the deer. I crouched low behind cover and waited what stepped into view. I wasn't prepared for. At first it looked like a bear, huge, covered in dark hair, moving on all fours, but then it stood up straight up on 2 legs, towering at least 8 feet tall. Its face wasn't a bear's, it was flatter, almost human-like. It sniffed the air, looked around, then slung something over its shoulder. A man limp, dangling, and I recognized the jacket. It was my uncle. Panic hit me like a truck. I bolted up, screaming, "Hey, you!" The thing turned, stared right at me with dark eyes, then just turned away and kept walking. Desperate, I raised my rifle and fired a shot into the air that did it. The creature took off running, my uncle still slung over its shoulder like he weighed nothing. I chased after them, lungs burning, legs screaming. Finally gasping for air, I spotted something impossible ahead. A massive oval of pure white light, brighter than anything I'd ever seen, just hovering in the air in front of the creature. It charged straight into the glowing portal and vanished. The oval blinked out, instantly gone, both of them. I stood there, mouth hanging open, trying to process what I'd just witnessed. They never found my uncle's search parties, combed the woods for 3 days, but I never told a soul what I saw. Who'd believe a kid rambling about a giant hairy man thing stepping through a glowing door with a body over its shoulder? To this day I still wonder, was it a Sasquatch? And did it drag him through some kind of portal to another world? It's the only explanation that fits, even if it sounds insane. That's The Hunter Becomes the Prey. Sweet dreams in the woods tonight. If that one left you checking the tree line, hit like. Subscribe to Sundust Short Horror Stories for more every week, and comment below. Ever had a hunting trip go wrong? Heard strange whoops in the night? Or lost someone in the woods with no explanation? Share your stories. They might end up here. Thanks for listening. Stay spooky. And watch your back out there. Welcome, night owls, to Sundust Short Horror Stories, your quick dose of late night chills. I'm your host, and tonight's listener-submitted tale is called Graves Beneath the Grass. Last summer, my family moved to an old farmhouse in the countryside after my dad got a new job. At first it was exciting, wide open spaces, fresh air, but soon the house felt off. At night we'd hear creaking floorboards in empty rooms, sharp knocking on the walls and scratching, like nails dragging from inside the closets or under the floors. My parents brushed it off, old house settling. They'd say I knew it was nonsense, but I was just a kid. What could I do? Then one night as I was drifting off, I heard a soft click. My bedroom door handle slowly turned back and forth like someone was testing it quietly from the other side. Heart pounding, I jumped up and flung the door open. Nothing. Empty hallway. No footsteps, no shadows that broke me.
I ran to my parents, woke them up, and laid it all out. The noises, the scratching, and now this doorknobs don't turn themselves. For once they listened the next day, they called a realtor. She claimed no history on the place, it was a recent auction buy. Not satisfied, my mom walked down the road to talk to an elderly neighbor who'd lived on her family farm for 63 years. The old woman remembered our house clearly. Back when she was young, a farming family lived there. In those days, it wasn't unusual to bury loved ones right on the property. She looked my mom in the eye and said, "At least 4 graves in your backyard, a small family plot overgrown now." My parents went pale suddenly. Every creak and knock made terrible sense. We didn't stick around to find out if the residents were friendly. Within weeks, we moved to an apartment in town. No more noises, no more turning doorknobs, and no more wondering whose bones lay under the grass we once played on. That's graves beneath the grass. Sleep tight, if you can. If that gave you chills, please subscribe to Sundust Short Horror Stories and drop a comment below. Ever lived somewhere with a hidden past? Heard something you couldn't explain? Your stories might be next. Thanks for listening, stay spooky. And I'll see you in the shadows.
Welcome to Sundust Short Horror Stories, where listeners like you share true encounters that crawl under your skin. Tonight's tale is called Cemetery of Shadows. Turn down the lights and listen close. I've always been drawn to old cemeteries at night. Most visits are quiet. Just me, a flashlight, and my overactive imagination. Nothing ever happens until that one night. Deep in the hills stood an abandoned 19th century church built by early Irish settlers. Its graveyard held their bones, forgotten by the world. No lights for miles, just darkness, overgrown paths, and crumbling stones. I parked far below and hiked up under a cloudy sky as I neared the rusted gate. My flashlight caught movement, dark, humanoid shadows drifting between the tombstones. Excited, I thought it was another paranormal group. I hurried forward, calling out softly. But when I reached the gate, no one. The cemetery was empty. Shaking it off, I stepped inside, then I saw them again farther up the hill, clear silhouettes, heads, torsos, arms, legs, not stretched or flickering like normal shadows. These looked solid, like people carved from pure night. They moved silently among the graves, ignoring me completely. Curiosity pulled me closer. The moment I got near, they jumped, instantly relocating dozens of yards away, resuming their endless walk. It felt deliberate, like they were aware of me and keeping their distance. The reality hit hard. I was 3 miles from anywhere, alone with these things. A freezing dread washed over me. I turned and ran, flashlight beam whipping wildly, not stopping until I reached my car and sped into the night. I've never gone back alone, but I still think about them. Those restless shadows of long-dead settlers. One day, I'll return with a real paranormal team, because whatever they are, I'm certain they have stories left to tell. That was Cemetery of Shadows. Some places never let the past rest. If this one chilled you, please hit like, leave a comment with your own creepy encounter, and drop a review. It helps us keep the shadows coming. Got a true story of your own? Submit it on our website or DM us. You might hear it here next. This is Sundust Short Horror Stories. Stay curious, but stay safe in the dark.
when the dew first set in. Still dark outside, the sun was barely coming over the horizon. A few drops of rain fell from the sky. I heard a thundering like 1,000 horses before the flood came raging deep and high. The waters came pouring down the hills, homes were destroyed, and so many lives were lost. Tragedy struck our little town, a sense of horror was suddenly instilled. Secrets hidden in basements and the bottom of rivers surfaced for all the world to see. It was like a secret world was revealed, hard for the mind to believe. Flood came raging, secrets surfaced, hard to believe.